Okay.
Hi students, Namaste. Welcome back. This is Arjun Gupta from Saint Joseph Degree College. In this session, we are supposed to discuss regarding the role of RBI in Indian economy. Students, first of all, let us literally know what does a central bank means. According to DeCock, a central bank is the bank which constitutes the apex of monetary and banking structure of its country. For our country, RBI is the central bank of India. Now, let us see what does RBI do. RBI is the central bank of our country. It was established on April 1st, 1935 under the RBI Act 1934. In India, the RBI supervises operations of all the banks. Now let us see the structure of RBI. The Central Board of Directors comprises of Governor, 4 Deputy Governors and 15 Directors nominated by the Union Government. Its headquarters is in Mumbai. RBI has 27 regional offices. It has set up 5 training establishments like College of Agricultural Banking and Reserve Bank of India Staff College at Pune, National Institute for Bank Management, Pune, Indira Gandhi Institute for Development and Research, Mumbai, Institute of Development and Research in Banking Technology at Hyderabad. It is also having subsidiaries like Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation of India and Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited. In RBI, generally we can see the preamble which describes like to regulate the issue of banknotes and keeping of reserves with a view to securing monetary stability in India and generally to operate the currency and credit system of the country to its advantage. Now, let us see the departments for different functions. RBI internal management is based on functional specialization and coordination among about 20 departments. Departments oversee specific functions such as currency management, banking supervision, financial markets, risk monitoring, etc. Now, let us see the main functions of RBI. Monetary authority. It formulates, implements, and monitors the monetary policy. The major objective of this policy was maintaining price stability and ensuring adequate flow of credit to productive sectors. There are various instruments for monetary control such as CRR, SLR, LAF. CRR means cash reserve ratio. This indicates the quantum of cash that banks are required to keep with the Reserve Bank of India. SLR, statutory liquid ratio. This prescribes the amount of money that banks must invest in the securities issued by the government. Finally, LAF, liquidity adjust facility. This is to manage the day-to-day liquidity in the banking system. Under this facility, RBI announces repo rate, which is the rate at which RBI lends short-term money to the banks. Reverse repo rate is the rate at which banks park their short-term excess liquidity with RBI. RBI also acts as a regulator and supervisor for the financial system. It prescribes broad parameters of banking operations within which the country's banking and financial system functions. The major objective of this policy was to maintain public confidence in the system, protect depositors' interest, and provide cost effective banking services to the public. RBI acts as manager of foreign exchange. It administers the Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. The objective of this policy is to facilitate external trade and payment and promote orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India. RBI also acts as issuer of currency. It issues and exchanges or destroys currency and coins not fit for circulation. The objective of this policy was to give the public adequate quantity of supplies of currency notes and coins in good quality. And finally, development role. RBI performs a wide range of promotional functions to support national objectives. In this regard, it acts as banker to the government. It performs merchant banking function for the central and state governments, also acts as their banker. It is banker to the banks. That means it maintains banking accounts of all scheduled banks. Now let us see the payment and settlement systems in RBI. The regulation and supervision of payment systems is being increasingly recognized as a core responsibility of central banks. As per the Payment and Settlement Systems Act 2007, only payment systems authorized by the Reserve Bank can be operated in the country. The Reserve Bank, as a regulator of financial system, has been initiating reforms in the payment and settlement system to ensure efficient and faster flow of funds among various constituents of the financial sector. There are some initiatives undertaken by the Reserve Bank for this function, like computerization, mechanization, high value clearing, check truncation system, electronic clearing service, national electronic clearing service, and electronic fund transfer. Students, now let us see the role of RBI in Indian economy. First of all, use of productive capacity. The underdeveloped countries like India are not able to use fully the productive capacity of agriculture and industries due to the shortage of finance. The RBI provides helpful in accelerating the rate of economic growth by providing adequate finances of these sectors. The central bank manages the availability of credit at low rate of interest to the agriculture sector through cooperative banks, land development bank, regional rural bank, etc. This credit is used to increase the productivity of agriculture sector. The central bank also arranges long-term loans for the industrial sector through special institutions. It helps in full use of productive capacity of the industries. Next, development of integrated commercial banking system. A viable commercial banking system is almost the prerequisite of development of a country. As the leader of banking system, the responsibility for the developing an integrated viable commercial banking system falls on the central bank. Next, price stability. Central bank also helps in stabilizing the price level in underdeveloped nations. Money supply is the main cause of fluctuation in price level. Central bank can control the money supply to bring the stability in prices. Next, providing money powered training. One of the problems faced by the commercial banks is the lack of trained human resources. The individual commercial banks are not able to establish their own training institutions due to lack of financial resource. In such cases, the central bank provides the training facilities to the staff of commercial banks. Next, monetary expansion. The central banks has to ensure adequate monetary expansion without adversely affecting the price stability. Economic development of underdeveloped countries is not possible without adequate monetary expansion. Monetary expansion is a necessity to meet the requirements of growing economic activities. Proper branch expansion. The central bank is expected to regulate and formulate branch expansion programs throughout the country for its economic growth. People have very small saving capacity in underdeveloped countries. The savings are not channelized due to lack of banking facilities. Thus, the objective of central bank is to establish and expand banking services to rural areas, semi-urban areas to mobilize the saving of people. Next, ensure balanced regional growth. The central bank is expected to formulate suitable policies to ensure the balanced regional growth. Special incentives can be given to backward areas. Similarly, the benefits of banking development can be extended to rural areas. Next, maintenance of low rate of interest. The interest rates are very high in underdeveloped countries, which is the major problem in economic development. Central banks helps in keeping the interest rate at a low level. Finally, removal of deficit in the balance of payment. Most of the underdeveloped countries suffers from adverse balance of payments. It is because more imports than exports. Central banks helps to promote exports of country and discourage imports. Thus, it helps in the removal of deficit in balance of payments. Students, in this session, you have learned regarding to the definition, functions, and role of RBI in Indian economy. I hope you have enjoyed the session a lot and thanks for watching the video. Thank you.